is Faith Over Everything. It's a podcast where we talk about everything.
Everything?
Everything. No topic is safe.
But we gon' give it to you through the lens of faith.
All right.
So sit back, relax, and let us do what we do. It's your host, Jazz and Ange. It's the FOE crew.
Okay.
I said sit back, relax, and let us do what we do. We your host, Jazz and Ange. We the FOE crew.
Hey, FOE.
FOE.
Faith Over Everything.
Faith over everything.
FOE.
FOE.
Faith Over Everything.
Hey y'all, can you see me?
I can't see you.
Girl, you know I can see you. When
I
you
had a feeling you could see me, so I was laughing so hard.
yeah, oh my goodness. So when this intro be coming on, you guys, there's this little panel where I can see both of our videos still. And when I tell y'all this thing is going, Jasmine just over there just
I did a whole praise dance for y'all, but y'all can't see it. I'm backstage.
I was like, the what is she doing?
I said, sit back, relax. It was through the lens of faith.
That's what that was. I was like, what is she? I said, oh, she can see me. I was like, she can see me. That's why she put me on this show like this, because what is going on? Oh well, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, you guys. This is
gonna get us a Patreon, and then y'all gonna be able to see. You're gonna see all the
everything.
We do
all the foolish shit. But welcome to Faith Over Everything podcast, you guys. I am one half of your host. My name is Angela Suggs.
I am Jasmine Suggs,
and we want to welcome you. If this is your first time here, welcome to Faith Over Everything podcast, where our goal is to have fun, be uplifting, and ultimately help ourselves and others to understand that as long as you have faith, you can conquer everything, anything, all the things. Okay, you can conquer it. All right, just trust and believe. All right, that's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Oh, it's my turn, huh? You ain't give me no reminder or nothing.
When you literally just said it, I just thought about it.
Oh my gosh, y'all, I don't have an icebreaker. This is ghetto. Okay, so let me think. I'm just gonna make up one.
On the spot. She good.
On the spot. You know, so you got to be you got to stay ready. So wait, what is it? Oh, I don't even know.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Something like that.
You ain't ready.
I'm not ready. Okay, so let me think. I think the easiest thing would probably be a fact or no. And then I'm going to have to make it either about me or about us. Let me think. Okay, fact or nah. The episode before this one was called Them Terms and Conditions, though.
The one we just did.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Did we just talk about that?
Don't doubt yourself.
It's a fact.
Now I want y'all to see. Y'all see how we don't even know what we be doing, because that's a no.
It's a no. What we just get done talking about.
But it's so funny is I knew that you wasn't gonna get it right, because I would have said it's a fact that the last episode was the terms and conditions, though. The last episode was, do you fact check, though?
You know what? You're right. Because because I think that's what I got confused of, because one of my colleagues, she had shout out to y'all. They was on it. I sent it to them, and they was sending it to people.
Thank y'all.
So shout out to Melody and Shelly. Melody and Shelly.
Okay, sorry. Hey, Melody and Shelly, thank you so much for joining us and listening.
Yes, but that was those were the two that she was talking about that she had listened to right away. Them terms and conditions, though, and did you fact check, though? But that's why I had got them intertwined together. But it sure was and all.
But it's all right. It's all right. You tried. Like I said, I would have said the same thing. Clearly, I had to go pull up the episodes to even do that, fact or not. So I'm not judging you. I didn't know either.
Listen, hey.
Well,
but both of them was good, y'all. Y'all go check it out.
I know they was a good episodes. Okay, we be trying, y'all. We be trying. All right. Anywho, did you have any Jesus take the wheel or life be life in? Or am I going? I can do a life be life in.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay, so life be life in, y'all, because I started a new position not too long ago. And let me tell you one thing. When you're working with a company that has different time zones, this is a learning lesson for people, especially if you work in HR. I'm gonna need you to learn the time zones and know, number one, that if you didn't know, fun fact, Arizona does not observe daylight savings time. Okay. So people say Arizona is Mountain Standard Time. It is, but it isn't. It's like its own time, Mountain Time, Arizona. It's not Mountain Time. Mountain Time is like Colorado, El Paso, Texas. Denver is in Colorado. Whoops. Anyway, y'all get the gist. Utah, probably, like stuff like that, like, or places like those are Mountain Time, which means that right now it is 6:27 Arizona time. It is 8:27 Texas time. It is 7:27 Mountain Time. Well, Texas is Central, whatever. Like, you need to know these things. I say all that to say, this lady told me my schedule is not the schedule that I have. Okay. The schedule that I thought I was going to have, I was going to be able to take my kid to school in the morning, all the things, whatever. Granted, I had to do training for some weeks, which is fine. But even the training schedule wasn't right. I was like, girl. Now, to be fair, the schedule after training is correct. But she said my schedule during training and my schedule after training was going to be the same. It's not. So right now, I'm getting up, y'all. Now, one thing about me, I love to sleep. Okay, this baby, I like to sleep in. Now, I will say sleeping in for me now is like 9:30. Like, sleeping in used to be like 11, 12. When you have kids, these kids don't care nothing about what you want to do, whatever. Now, as they get more self-sufficient, because that Xavier, he get up in the morning, make him some cereal, do whatever he got to do. And now he at the point where he can help his brother out too. But that brother of his just love to come wake us up. Mommy. And he come in the room, all of that stuff. So sleeping in for me is 9:30. I got to be at work at 6:30, y'all. 6:30. I have never worked a job ever in my life where I had to be at work at 6:30. So y'all just pray for me, because I be tired when I be at work, especially when you in training and you listening and stuff be interesting. But I be like, I'm glad I got somebody to talk to on the side, because we be chatting and I'll be like, girl, what is going on? Like, she'll send me like it's nap time. I'll be like, it is. It is. It's just the good thing. I get off at 3:00. Getting off at 3:00. I'm calm. Like, I love it. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I halfway want to be like, maybe I could do this. 7 to 3:30, but maybe I could do that. Maybe. But whatever. But yeah, y'all pray my strength in the Lord as I get up at 6:30 until training is over and make it through. But yeah, that's it.
I remember them days. I used to be late every day. Oh man.
Well, I think maybe now you do good. But another thing, if y'all didn't know, Jasmine is notorious for being late. Okay, that's just her thing. So that's just a part of who you are. So I don't know.
Oh, listen, I be trying. My goal is to always to be on time. Like, it is, because I told you, I be leaving this house and like, it seemed like the earlier I leave the house, the more late that I be. And I'd be like, you know what?
You do be saying
I might as well just leave when I only got 20 minutes to get there. And then, like, all of a sudden, traffic be just smooth sailing. I'm like, I just knew I was gonna be late today.
Because in the morning when you be like, you'll be on we pay for that Marco Polo when you be on Marco Polo in the morning. Sometimes you'll be like, I left work or I left home early today. I should have just left in my regular time because all this traffic. I'm about to get to work at the same time I would have left if I would have left whatever. And I would be like,
girl, my watch, it'd be like, it's time to stretch. It's time. I wish I could. I'm stuck in a car. I can't go nowhere.
All right, y'all. Well, if y'all have any Jesus Take the Wheel or Life Be Lifing, go to speakpipe.com/faith over everything podcast and leave us a quick little message. Okay. We will air it on our episode. But yep, we are going to jump into our topic because we ain't about to be here that long.
She laughing because y'all know how we do. We be saying we gonna be here for not 20 too long. Minutes. But listen, we church people. That's what church people say. Okay,
we that like this is. I should have worn my churchy by nature shirt. Like that's just we can't help it. You know, we just can't help it. But I'm gonna let Jasmine take the wheel because this episode is talking probably
brought to you. No,
brought to you by conviction. Okay,
facts. Now that's a fact.
And I have not been led to lead this topic because this is a topic that is very convicting to me. I was like, oh, we talked about the other day. So I want to talk about this. And I was like, I'm gonna let you take that one because I just feel like.
But I feel like we both in the same boat. But mine is gonna be like I'm gonna explain it and then I'm gonna say like, but hear me out type deal.
Okay, take it over.
So what we're going to talk about is, excuse me, what you doing for the kingdom though? And when we're talking about the kingdom, we're talking about the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of God. What are you doing when you are you just being like you're sitting in the pew, you're a pew member, or are you like at our church right now, they are doing put me in a game, coach. So you fill out this thing. And they put you in a game, but
so they don't. Sorry. Sorry. Question.
Go ahead.
So they assign you some anywhere, or like is there?
No, it's like an informational form that you fill out of what you feel like you are, led to be in. Because we got those things that you can do like different assessment tests to see what your ministry like based on your personality, based on your character, what ministries are good for you. And some ministries they people should really like. You might have a passion for certain things, but that may not be the ministry that you need to be in because sometimes you just don't need to be like, don't be mean and you don't have any patience and you want to serve with the children because you're going to need both of those. You're going to need patience and you're going to have to be nice when you're dealing with any children if you want them to want to come to church. Exactly. I mean, if you don't want them to ever come back again, you stay right there. But other than that, I'm going to need you to them away. But other than that, I'm going to need you to get on MOV, security, maintenance, something that you don't have to like, deal with people like that, but that is very that is very been on my heart. I know for me, I had said that in September that I was going to get back and doing what's I've always known to do, because if y'all don't know, I was born and raised in the church. All I know is church. I was in every ministry that we had that was available, from the baby to all the way up till we left Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And it used to bring like I don't know what you want to call it, not a debate, arguments. I'm just gonna call it as it is. There would be arguments in our household because all my time would be spent at the church. If I wasn't at work, I was at church, and it was just basically my second home. And when the girls got older, we end up pulling back, saying, "Hey, we're gonna, spend quality time with the children." We had pulled out. We went as far as pulling them out of our church school, because this is the thing. Our girls went to school Monday through Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Our church, we had service on Sundays, sometimes Sunday nights, Wednesday Bible study, Thursdays. What was we there for? I don't think we was there. I think Aaron was there. Monday and Friday, Aaron was there for basketball practices. Saturday, we was there all day because we had praise band practice, we had choir practice, and then we had our own praise team practice. So as y'all can see, every day of the week we were at church.
Hallelujah.
So we had came to the conclusion, like, we don't want them to grow up hating church or hating going to church or whatever, because it's a give or take. It's either on one spectrum or the other one. Now, clearly, I've always stayed on the one spectrum of, hey,
Every
I'm
day.
always gonna be in the church.
Every day. Let's go.
My other people, not so much. They like, I will only be there if it's a funeral or a wedding. Not even a Christmas, Mother's Day,
Easter.
Easter, a death, and a celebration.
That's it. That's all they gonna get from me.
But yeah, so we had did that when we came down here to Texas. We had joined the church, and it was more of like okay, I know wholeheartedly I did a whole bunch of stuff. So me coming to this big old church, let me just pump my brakes, slowly move into different ministries or whatever. So, and when I say slowly, I was like, all right, I can do 3. So I was in 3.
You was in how many?
3.
Okay.
I was in 3 ministries. I had joined the praise dance team. I had joined.
You did.
I joined the praise dance team. I was on the cut and print. So we got like all these flyers and stuff, cutting and printing, was doing a cut and print. And then we had this group that it was called New to One. So if you were new to our church, you would get a text from me. Other people will call you, but you're going to get a text from me because I don't like talking on the phone. You will receive a detailed text from me, heartfelt, welcoming you to our church. So yeah, those were the 3 that I was faithfully on until like life was life it. And I was pregnant with AJ. So certain things had started falling off or whatever. Like, I think actually I only did one dance with the praise dance, and I was pregnant with AJ when I did that dance. So after that, I was like, yep, this is a lot going on. We got to be at the work at work. We got to be I felt like it was work. We had to be at the church at like 5:00 in the morning. We didn't leave until after the 3rd service, which was probably around 12-ish or something. My body wasn't set up for that. So I had to bow out gracefully. It was other things that was happening in that anyway, but yeah, my time came when we saw, we came, we conquered. The end.
Amen.
Then with the cut and print, I think the only reason why that has stopped is when COVID had came, because I was still doing that, and AJ was like, basically he was with me doing the cut and print. Like I would either do the cut and print, and he would be with somebody that was in the church or whatever, or I would work the front desk on Sundays, like, answering the phone or whatever like that, giving people directions and things of that nature. The New to One, that I don't know what happened to that ministry. Like it just dissolved, and I was just like, okay. So I got very, very comfortable with not doing anything. Like just basically like, okay, I'm just going to attend church. Of course, we had our life group, so that I guess is a ministry as well. But it's just really been going like too fast. And it was just like, from a girl that was like always in everything to go into nothing. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. It felt great. I was excited.
I know that feeling.
I was like, yes, ain't nobody calling me. I'm not calling nobody. Like it was just amazing. I didn't have to be nowhere. Oh yeah, because when I was doing the stuff, like we the type of family that everybody finna be in something. Like the girls was in dance. Like it was just like a whole, like everybody was together. Everybody was doing something. We was always, then I start kind of seeing like, okay, this is a pattern. We starting to get back to how we was before. Like we need to pump the brakes. So then just recently, with Aaron going over to a new campus or a different campus, I was like, okay, well, in September, girls gonna be gone. AJ, that's the only person that I gotta worry about or whatever. There's a few people over there that that know how. Actually, ain't a few people. It's like one person that I know for certain that knows like AJ for real. Maybe one or two. I give or take one or two, 1.5. And and like I was like, maybe I can use the new campus as just where I serve at, because we still attend on Saturday, because we have Saturday services and Sunday services. So recently, like it's just been a lot of messages that's just been really like pricking at my heart. Like, okay, girl, it's September, and what you doing?
What have you done for me lately? Dun, dun, dun,
The
dun.
crazy thing is that was the only dance that I had did with the dance team. We did joyful for Christmas. Ain't that crazy? Look at the Lord. So yeah, he was asking, what have you done for me lately? And I was like, I mean, I had just got done with the student volunteers. Like I was helping with the first time guest services and stuff like that. Like, I mean, I had slowly but surely had got in there or whatever. He was like, but you never returned. And I was like, all right, you right. So so now it's more of like okay, I can get plugged into like something that's the background. So we have these two different areas that I'm like, okay, for certain I can do that. But this this time going in, I'm definitely making sure that my boundaries are set, because we are the type of organization where you may know your boundaries and they may know their boundaries, but it's up to you to fulfill those boundaries and make sure that they're not being overstepped. So it's a lot of people that, me included, that will try to be all mad or whatever, but it don't have nothing to do with that organization. It has something to do with you and only you. You know what you can commit to. You know when you're trying to do the most. Don't try to do too much that you get burnt out and then don't want to return to the ministry and bring in God the glory, because the whole ultimate thing is to be doing this for God's glory. Now, if you feel like you chosen, or like, oh, it's a privilege to be in my presence, keep your happy tail at home, okay?
Your services are no longer required.
Okay, your service is no longer needed. Sit your tail down. But yes, you want to, just like you give your tithes and offerings, like you want to give with a cheerful heart. You want to make sure that your heart is in the right position. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I know that my heart was not, and it just happened. It just happened. It just happened that like COVID and all these other things had started to start to take place or whatever. But I know my heart wasn't in it. Like it was really like a grudgingly like, like here I am again at the church, yada yada woo or whatever. So once you got to that, it's like, okay, you need to figure out, why are you really doing this? Like find out your why again. Find out why you are doing this, because anytime that you think that it's like, that entitlement spirit that is going around in this culture right now, anytime you feel entitled or you feel like, oh, it's an honor and a privilege to have me in your presence, then you're not even there. Like you're not even doing it for the kingdom. You doing it for yourself. And that's getting you nowhere. Only thing that you're going to see is what you see right here. Like God is not going to be pleased with that. And we're supposed to be pleasing him. So I say all of that to say, I am actively going to start doing, of course, it's background stuff. So it's like I'm starting slowly but surely, although my significant other is like discounting it like it ain't nothing. He was like,
why? Because it's background.
well, so I feel like I think that he be forgetting that I'm not him.
I was just gonna say,
Like,
sir, just because you want to be in the forefront, look at me, look at me. Not to say that that's how he, but if you're okay with being in the forefront, that's you. Like, let me, because
girl.
like Jasmine said, I wasn't raised like her. I wasn't, I wasn't born into this going to church every day.
She
Okay, we
ain't
went
true to this. She new
we
to
went to
this.
church sometimes. Okay. And then as I got older, like I said, when we got older, we had joined the church and everything. And then as I became an adult, that's when I really started to hone in on my relationship with Christ. The Suggs family, their church. Now at the Suggs church, I definitely was it was a good time. I would like, it's one of the things where it's like, I did do a lot. Like to your point, I was burnt out. But when I think back on those times, it's not a negative. It was like good because I was at church all the time. Choir practice was on Thursdays, Bible study was on Wednesdays or Tuesdays. Saturdays we'd go back for practice. Friday night was prayer. Like, so it was things that we were always at church, or we were going to church a lot, but I stayed fed. Like, so it was like, it was a good time, but at the same time, it had got to be a lot. So how Jasmine was like, she took a break and it felt good, and she took a break. Not to say, well, I feel like your breaks have been like little breaks, and then you go back, and even if you're doing a little bit, when I tell you I didn't took a break, I took a break. I sat down. In 2015, I think that's when we had moved to the other church, and that I sat down. I was a pew member, okay, and I was happy to be a pew member. I was also pregnant. What, 2015? Yep, I was also pregnant at the time. So when I had my baby, then I was like, oh, I really can't do nothing. I gotta be a mama. I gotta take care of this baby. I can't do this. I can't do that. I think when he was like, when was COVID? He had to be 4 or 5. So when he's about 3, I was like, okay, I'm gonna join the choir, whatever. Because it got to one of those ages where he didn't. Because Jasmine, to tell you, Xavier was a mama's boy. Okay, just in my face all the time. So when he's about 3ish, he got to the point where he would be like, he could sit with somebody else during church and he wouldn't be tripping. He could sit with great grandma or somebody. He ain't got to worry about me because he can't sit with the first lady the grandma, because his grandma is the first lady. Now you can sit with great grandma, even if she's sitting with the mothers, you can go sit with the motherboard. You a baby. Okay, they let you sit there. So I joined the choir, but even then that was for like 2.5 seconds. And that was like 2018, 2019. And that was the last time I did anything. If I'm being transparent. Because then what happened was so then y'all know COVID had happened and stuff. And then a little after COVID, we relocated. So it was I didn't then I had to then I had to find a church. I just joined the church earlier this year. Granted, we are in September. We talking about January, but am I keeping it too real? Am I being too honest?
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Go ahead. Be transparent.
But even then, I wasn't like, I still didn't have the urge to want to serve until maybe a couple months ago. Then I was just like, dang, I really should be doing something, but I really don't know what I want to do. And I feel like that's where I still am. I'm still praying about it, y'all, because I thought I wanted to be with the youth. I don't think I want to be with them.
Oh, so you was the lady that I was talking about.
No.
Girl, maybe, you ain't got no patience.
Maybe when you said it, I was like, I wouldn't say I don't have patience. Well, maybe I do. I was just gonna say I just don't want to be bothered with nobody else's kids. But so like,
do not go to the Do not go to the youth ministry.
But that's the thing. I don't think I think if I did do youth, I probably would want older kids and not like the little ones, like Xavier in them age. Maybe I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I think if I did do youth, I wouldn't want to be. I would just want to be a helper for the time being. Like, let me help y'all with the kids. Let me help to, I'm not trying to be no leader. I ain't trying to teach them. I'm just trying to be of assistance. That's where I feel like I would do if I did the youth. But to your point, I feel like to what you were saying, I really just want to be in the back somewhere. Like, just leave me alone. Like, not leave me alone. Like, let me help, but let me help from back here. And I don't know what that would be. So I've been praying about it. Like, Lord, help me. Because I was like, I know, I don't know. I was like, maybe I don't want to be, not to be like that. I think I maybe wouldn't have minded being an usher, but my knee is bad. Whatever. No, I'm for like, and that ain't even like an excuse. I mean, like, it be locking up. Like, I
They're gonna
can't
be thinking she done caught the Holy Ghost. You gonna be like,
I didn't fell to the ground.
You just went out, baby. I'm not playing around with you.
You was there on my knee went out the first time at the concert. I just collapsed, y'all. I just collapsed.
God, I thought this was a part of her whole. I thought this was a part of her whole dance move and stuff. Wasn't it a fast song?
No, it was a Shanti.
Oh, okay. So it was her girl. It was her girl.
Don't do me. That's not that.
And she had surgery.
Now y'all know my knee is bad. Y'all know I didn't have surgery and everything. Y'all see how she laughing?
I mean, because she okay now, y'all. Like,
I mean, my knee is still not 100%.
Hey,
I mean, it's better than what it was. But yes,
the way she felt, I said, okay, girl.
They thought I was dancing, y'all.
We was like, all right, this your song, because she was just like.
If you only listen to this, I apologize. Okay, she is very rude.
I'm sorry. Okay.
That's how I felt. That's how I felt.
That's good, girl. It was so funny though, because she was just like. I can't even go all the way down because this desk is right here. But that baby was like, this is her supposed to be standing up. I'm next to her.
And then still right back up.
And I'm looking at it. Okay. And then she jump back up. Okay.
All right, boo. I was like, I said, my knee just buckled. My knee. Never the same. So so I can't, like you said, they go think something didn't happen. Oh, does it look Holy Ghost? No. No, it's just a bad knee. I didn't fail out because of my bad knee. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know what the greeters do. I wouldn't mind being a greeter, but I know that's not all that they do. I need to find out what else do y'all do? Because if this is all y'all do, I can start there. I can start off greeting people when they come into church. Hey, welcome. Are you a first time visitor? Hi, I'm Claire. Fill out the form. You know, whatever. Like, I think I can do that.
That's what I did with the students. It was like, we call them VIPs or whatever. And they would come in there and they would sign the things or whatever like that. But like you said, after the message and everything is going on, then it was like, okay, let's make sure that they have the kids got enough snacks, make sure that the iPads are plugged in for the next services. Make sure these bathrooms, it was kind of basically like a hospitality type deal. Like, make sure these bathrooms are clean, make sure these kids are actually in services and not in the bathrooms or walking around or stuff like that. So it seemed like it was a background, but I mean, I enjoyed it because it was, like you said, I'm not teaching nobody. I'm not, I'm not I was leading it, but not for real. Like I did team. So it was like, I don't have to be there every Sunday. I would choose which Sunday that I was going to be at. And then that's how I was able to keep my boundaries in place.
I thought about that too, hospitality, but I'm like, I'm at the point where it's like, I don't know. I don't want to commit myself to something that I know like you said, like, I don't want to commit and I don't have the time. Cause I don't, not to say that, 'cause I know we just had a funeral, whatever, like, I wouldn't have been able to go to that and set up. Like, not to say, I'm sure there's a team of people and you can figure it out. But me, I'd be like, I just want to do Sundays. Can I just do Sundays? And that's it. Like, let me just, so I don't know. I'm going to pray about it, y'all. I'll probably talk to the pastor, let them know that I am. A good start. Yeah, let them know, pastor or first lady, let them know, because our pastors and first lady are very personable. He came, we was at church one day. He said, hey, come on, where's Xavier? He like Xavier. Okay, where's Xavier at? I said, he with the kids. No, and then he left and went back there to go talk to him. Left me just, okay, nice to see Xavier. The kid is lovable, okay? They like him. So So I'll probably talk to them, let it be known that I am interested in serving, because I do understand, I do have a servant's heart. And the Lord has really been pricking at that and like telling me, because like I said, even just my own convictions I've been having, I've been reading stuff, listening to different messages. And then when you talk to you on Sunday and you said, I was like, so this is a convicting episode, or
for the both of us.
And I feel
we
like
all are.
I feel like I'm about to get in trouble, because I feel like he's like, girl, I've been telling you, like, how many more warnings do I need to give you before you get in trouble? I didn't got your car didn't got towed. Get your act together. That's a story for another time, you guys. But listen, I had thought about that. I said, am I in trouble today? Because we know there was no reason for that thing to happen. I said, is it
at all? At all?
Is this my punishment? And I think that's partly too why I'm like, maybe I'm not gonna be mad at them, because maybe this
is gonna let it go because you're like, yeah, my disobedience did this. It's okay.
Yes, I haven't been obedient. Maybe that's why. I mean, it is y'all fault too, though. Worldly, it's y'all fault, but spiritually, maybe it's my fault. Like, I'm sorry, Lord. But yes, basically, if you're in a church, just serve. Basically, that's the gist of the message. Okay, it's just get to serving. All right, or if you have to, or if you can, make sure, like she said, the topic of the episode is what are you doing for the kingdom? What you doing for the kingdom, though? What are you doing? Are you uplifting it? Even you can start little. Just invite somebody to service. Bring people to the service. I mean, outreach is a ministry as well. Maybe outreach is your ministry.
Well, yeah, you're right. It's outreach. It's not evangelism. It's outreach. Evangelism is when you actually trying to give them the gospel.
yeah, just invite people to church. That's his whole ministry. Like, I mean, but yeah, that's the gist of it, y'all. We didn't pick up what you call it, but I did
I was
see
just trying to pull up one. I'm like, God dog, we ain't prepared at all.
I think we should do vulnerable or transparency. I think I like vulnerable just because, again, it's kind of, I feel like, because serving is basically you honoring, or you saying that, God, I need you. Like, you're honoring him because you do need to, or you're serving because you want to honor him, because you need him, whatever. And even in times that you, like I said, like I am, even in the times that I feel like I'm like, dang, I don't even know if I have the capacity to serve. You just trust God, and he will, he gonna take care of you. He gonna do it all. So, let me go ahead. All right, you guys. So we are going to go into our challenge of the week, next 2 weeks, whatever it is, y'all. We don't know what we're doing. Anyway, it is going to come from 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verses 9 through 10, and it is being vulnerable or being transparent. The verse goes as follows. This is the New Living Translation. Each time he said, my grace is all you need. My power works best in weakness. So now I am glad to boast about my weaknesses so that the power of Christ can work through me. That's why I take pleasure in my weaknesses and in the insults, hardships, persecutions, and troubles that I suffer for Christ. For when I am weak, then I am strong. Okay, which is true. Okay, and the only way he's the only way for you to be strong is to seek God, seek Christ, all of that. He will give you strength. Be close to his people, close to his word, close to his people, which means you need to, in order to be close to his people, you have to what? Serve his people. Put it together. But yes, I feel like the vulnerable / transparency, like we've both been very transparent and vulnerable with you guys as to where we are, where we stand within our serving capacity. Some of us are a little lackluster than others, but there's no judgment. Okay, we are all on our own path, and it is what it is. Okay, we're gonna get it together. So y'all pray for us. We'll pray for you as we all figure out what the Lord wants us to do.
Come on, bars.
Bars. What y'all know about that? But yes, if this is your first, second, third, fourth time and you have not subscribed, go ahead and press that subscribe button, like it, share it, do all of those things. Okay. And I'm going to let Jasmine take over the next part because she is going to go over, well, if you do not know the Lord as your Lord and Savior, she is going to go over the sinner's prayer with you, just in case you're ready to take that next step.
So it would be great before you serve his people that you actually know him, because then your heart will be in the right place. So if you have never accepted him into your heart, you just pray something simple like this. It's not the prayer that saves you, it's what you believe in your heart and you confess with your mouth. But you'll say something like this: Dear Lord, I recognize that I am lost and that you are the only one who can save me. I believe in my heart that you died, was buried, and rose from the dead. I receive you as my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Give me the grace to receive and believe you in my heart. Come into my heart, Lord, and change me forever. In your name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Now, if you dare pray that prayer, welcome to the family.
Welcome.
We are very proud of you. We appreciate you basically taking that next step to becoming closer to Christ, to God. We highly, highly recommend getting into a Bible believing, Bible teaching Christian fellowship. Get into his word. You may not understand some of the things, but excuse me, just know that it's basically as long as it's on file, you'll have something to pull towards, pull on it when you are going through trials and tribulations or confusions or anything like that. Even if it is confusing, make sure that you are praying for God to open up your eyes and your ears so that you can see the wondrous things in his word. Get around godly people that's going to be fighting for you and with you as you come into this journey of the spiritual life, that is that it will be, sometimes it'll be challenging, but it's also rewarding when you do see certain things. You may not see all the rewards here on earth, but just know this is not our permanent home anyway. Now that you are a believer, your permanent home is in heaven. And it's a mansion up there for you, dog. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure that you, if you have any questions or concerns, you can hit us up. If we don't know the answer, we have resources and people that we can reach out to. But ultimately, just make sure that you are getting closer to God and getting the answers from him, because he's the source. We have resources. We are resources, but he's the source of everything. So, and I'm not saying that he talks to like an audible or something like that. It may be through a person. It may be through a song. It may be through a message or something like that. So some people do say, I'm not doubting people. Some people say that they do hear an audible voice or whatever. I have never, but just know that he still speaks. He spoke back in the day. He still, if he did it before, he can
do it again. If he did it before, he can do it again. Okay.
So make sure that
Shout out to
make sure you subscribe to our newsletters, because we do include like devotions and Bible recommendations, and also a playlist to get you through the month. So check it out.
That's below in the link.
Yes,
click the link.
Yes.
Subscribe. Well, subscribe too, but click on the little thing for the newsletter. Sign up is what I meant to say.
Yes.
Sign up. Add your name to the list. Okay. You didn't went on mute. Add your name to the list. It's not the list that'll get you into heaven, but listen, like, but it'll give you some nice messages to help you study so you can get into heaven.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Also, one segment that, well, I ain't gonna say it's not a segment that we haven't really been doing it, is the I Gotta Testify segment. I want to open that up to you guys as well. You also can leave us a testimony. If you ain't got to do a life be life and, or Jesus take the wheel. It ain't got to be troubles. It could be good times too. If the Lord has done something for you and you want to share, you want to just boast on what he done did for you, go ahead. do the same thing. Speakpipe.com or the little thing at. I put that banner back up just in case you need to see it again. Speakpipe.com/faith over everything. It's in the thing below. All you gotta do is click on it, make it easy for you to get there. It's just a little website. You don't even gotta sign in, do anything. Click it, leave a voice memo. It comes right to us. So if you have a testimony, tell us what the Lord has done for you, or tell us what you're doing for the kingdom, though. Okay, let us know. Inspire us. Okay, let me know. Let us know. Give me some inspiration. But yeah, I think that's it. We appreciate you guys for rocking with us. We appreciate the new followers. We hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. We appreciate you subscribing. Make sure to like, and we will see you guys again in about 2 weeks.
Yes.
Ta-ta.
Hey, FOE.
FOE.
Faith over everything.
Faith over everything.
FOE.
FOE.